Hi everyone, welcome to Wiggin with Christi. I'm Christi. Today I'm bringing you a review of a wig that I purchased myself. This is the new LUSH WAVEZ by Rene of Paris, the MUSE series collection. This is in marble brown. First time I've had this wig, obviously it just came out, but first time I've actually had the marble brown color. So we're gonna do a review of this wig. So let's go ahead and dive in. So I purchased this wig myself. Down below is a link to Wig Studio One. That's who I purchased this wig from. I recommend them. They've been great to work with. And so down below is a link of how you can get this wig. Okay, so, oh my goodness, I'm seriously in love with this piece. This is right out of the box. I still had the tags on it. I literally pulled it out, did my outside spotlight, set up, and started filming. So her waves, I have not combed through them. I've not done anything to these waves. They are very piecey, which I like. So it's like part of me doesn't want to touch these. But I might do some separation a little bit for you guys, but holy smokes. I've been wanting like a brunette curly wig. It's really funny. This last week I purchased 5 wigs and all of them are brunettes. So I must be really wanting fall right now. But you know me, I usually am wearing the blondes and the platinums, and naturally I'm a brunette. But anyways, I found myself just really wanting this in a brunette color. I was kind of like, ooh, I've never had a brunette wavy piece like a John Reno Sarah or John Reno Rachel. And I was like, I think I might really like this in the marble brown. I almost got it in a creamy toffee color, which I think I'm going to get. But I'm so glad I got this color, and we're gonna dive into this piece because I think this is gonna be a keeper for me. This piece is a heat-friendly piece. So you can add heat to this, you can flatten this, curl out, you can make it more wavy style, you can change the curl pattern if you want. It is a high heat. From a 290 degrees to a 350 degrees is going to be your safe range for this piece. So if you don't like the waves of it, you can change it up. You can relax it. But for me personally, I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this color. It does have a fringe here, but these fringe easily can go to the side. As you can see, I have not unparted this wig either. So we're going to talk about the cap and kind of unpart that as well. Let me go ahead and get my comb. Okay, so I got my comb and we're gonna go ahead and unpart this. It is a center part, A-okay with me, but you do have some room where you could go to the side if you wanted to. So why don't we go ahead and go a little bit to the right. I think that's going to appease some of you women out there because it does have some room. Now with this bang, I'm gonna wanna train that, or I could go we might just go to the center because that's the way it was, and that bang might need some heat press to train that, okay? This is how big the part is in the center. Her fibers feel great, guys. For being such an affordable wig, she really feels good. I could probably take a look into that, the part, and I could thin it out a little bit. Now I'm just gonna kind of take my fingers and kind of go like this, okay? This is all I'm doing to the wig. I don't want to relax them too much. I don't want to get frizzy. You can also take it is shedding, which is normal, okay? But I really like the pieced out look, but because I unparted that, it's having like a little different look than back here. So I just wanted to take my fingers, run them through just a little bit. I don't feel like she looks shiny, but if I do feel like she looks shiny, I can use like a dry shampoo or John Reno Pick Me Up and take that shine right out. But I'm really liking it. I'm not sensing any shine to it. I'm not gonna comb through anymore. I really like it how it is. So let's go ahead and do a spin. All right, so this is an outside spotlight. I do apologize for no sun. It's California right now, and there's lots of fires going on right now. So I've had no sun for quite a while now. Today was no exception. It felt very dark, even at the brightest point. But let me go ahead and get close up. This is Marble Brown outside on the Lush Waves. All right, let's go ahead and take a look inside this piece. I want to talk about this color because it actually took me a while to find a good color description on this color. Marble Brown now comes in a rooted color, but for this collection, Marble Brown is not rooted, okay? So there's two color descriptions I have. Medium brown and light honey brown, a 50-50 blend. Okay, it is very well in there. I do see more of it on top, this lighter color, and then down below it's more darker. You see that? And with these waves, you just want to make sure you're kind of taking care of them. I can see where they, you know, I ran my hands through this and relaxed them, but I can tell that if you do that a lot, you're gonna start getting some fuzzies or just, you know, it's just not that structured piece. Oh, I love those curls. The other color description that I have for this is a blend of medium golden brown, light caramel brown, light ash brown, and with sandy blonde highlights, very subtle lighter tips. I don't see the very subtle lighter tips. So I'm not sure if that's a current color description of this piece. I do see some spirals. I see one here, one in here, one in here. Very light spirals. You know, it's a synthetic piece. Honestly, I've had spirals on other brands as well. And sometimes that can happen with these curly pieces. And like I said, you just really want, like this has a spiral here. But you really just want to care for your wigs, keep them hydrated, store these curly pieces really carefully so you don't get any box kinking going on, and or getting, you know, the curl pattern messed with. You want to keep that very well taken care of. So I always like to store them that way. Now inside this cap is really soft. Has a lace front, velvet felt ear tabs, extended velvet felt nape with bra strap adjusters. Now I did not let this out at all. This could probably go up to a 22.5 inch head. After a 22.5 inch, I think it's gonna be too tight for you. When I first put it on, I was like, ooh, ooh. And I didn't take it out. I wanted to see, and it did fine. And I have a 21.75. So you probably could get a 22.5 easily with this. Maybe, you know, maybe even 22.75. But the reason why I say maybe, because I think the other measurements are gonna be tight. Because this is a soft net cap. It's wefted, but it's a soft net wefted cap. And so that is where you're gonna have to be careful with the styling, that you don't go too hard with like a claw because you don't wanna puncture this. But it feels really soft on and very comfortable. You do have wefts all the way up to the crown and around the crown. there's very subtle permatease. It's really not like your standard straight up permatease, like real thick. If anything, it's coming from within the weft. It's just, you barely can see it, honestly. It's done really nicely. I have a loose string here. I'm gonna cut that. You know, it is a machine-made wig. So it doesn't look like it's missing from anything. It just looks like it was an extra strand. So I'm just gonna cut it off. Now I'm gonna spray some of this sea salt spray on it. And as you can see, you just kind of scrunched it to get some of that more wet curl look back into it, okay? Beautiful. I really like this. I think this is gonna be great for some real formal stuff and also casual wear. So let's go ahead and put this back on. Now this is not perfect, but I love this pent up. And if you haven't seen the Rene of Paris's video on their Instagram, one of the ladies showed this up in a ponytail, like real high with just the curls. And I'm like, yes, yes. I had natural curly hair and for years I would wear it up like that. So I plan to do that with this as well, but I'm going to show a clawed up for you. Okay, so what do you guys think of Lush Waves? She only came out 2 days ago, guys. Like, I'm so in love with this piece. I ordered it right at like, I think it was midnight. So it was like 10 minutes after midnight, 9 p.m. my time. I'm in California. So I ordered this as soon as possible and I'm in love with it. Now, here's my intake. It's not a wave. It's not a beach wave. It's a curly wig. It's a curly wig. Oh, I'm trying to think what it might remind me of. I've never had a Radiant Beauty by Gabor. This might be a longer version of that. That seems like it can get some volume. A shorter Sarah by John Renault, but it's not the hand-tied cap, so it's a more affordable price point for those women that are really wanting a beautiful curly wig, but in a good price point. It doesn't have as much of nice features as like a hand-tied cap and a full mono top, but it's gonna give you that luscious curly waves that you can style, that you can put up in an updo. For me, it's bringing back all my natural curly hair days, as you know, when I had my bio hair. Because this is a heat-friendly fiber, I recommend silicone silk spray. You guys know I always recommend that. Down below in my link tree is gonna be a link to that and a discount code with Wiggin with Christi of how you can save 25% off your bottle as well. Now, also, this is the sea salt spray by Estetica, and this would be good to spray in here and do some crunching to get back to that curl pattern you want, or the John Renault Fiber Love Holding Spray. That would bring in some texture and make a little bit more back to, if you've kind of combed through it and you want to add back those more structured curls. Also, when you wash this, it should go back to the curl because it is a synthetic piece. So as soon as you wash it, put it in some water, cool water, it's gonna jump back to what is been used on those fibers last. So if you curl this or if you straighten this, that's what those fibers are gonna remember after you wash it. So if you wanna keep these in the long run, do not mess with the heat, because when you do wash it, it will go right back to the last heat that you put on these fibers. Does that make sense? So for me, probably never gonna use heat on this unless for some reason the curl dulls and it gets a lot looser, then I might add back in heat. Honestly, right now, I love it. I'm not gonna touch it. I love, love, love it. It's super cute, a lot of hair, but you know, like I kind of like that sometimes. So, so far I love it. You just want to really watch those ends because it is heat friendly fiber. You're going to want to use silicone silk spray and just keep it real hydrated, or like a detangler, John Rene detangler, or an Aesthetica detangler. You want to keep a wide tooth comb and just kind of run your hands through there, especially with the curls. You want to comb from the bottom up, okay? So when you pull from the down, you're gonna really just stretch out that wavy pattern, and it really affects the curl pattern, but also the tension on the fibers. So start from the bottom and work your way up. Does that make sense? So let me know what you guys think of this wig. I bought this again, like I said, from Wig Studio One. I bought them with my own funds. It just came out, but I really wanted to get this out because holy smokes, I'm in love with the color. It's very natural looking. As far as the color goes, I can make this part more natural here in the front. But for me, it was an affordable glam wig that I really wanted to try. And so far it's a winner. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have your support. Click the subscribe button down below. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. What do you think about this piece? What do you think about this new Muse collection that came out? I think there's 4 new styles, and there was a shorter wave and then 2 sleek pieces. And there's 1 sleek piece that I actually really want to get. I was torn between these 2. I'm so glad I got this one, but I think I'm going to order that one too. So let me know if you'd like to see me in this in creamy toffee. Leave a comment down below, and let me know what wig you're getting from this new collection. If you have any questions too, feel free to leave a comment and I'll answer as soon as I can. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to shine bright, love others, and be kind. I'll see you next time. Bye.